Hi, Dr. Paul Haider, Master Herbalist here. Well, what do you think these are? They're capsules and they're white. I just dropped one. And these are, this is a tough one to say, to tell you the truth. Octacosanol. Octacosanol. You try to saying that real fast about 12 times. It's a tongue twister. It's also known as polycosanol. Polycosanol. And this is a great supplement because it has absolutely no side effects and it is a powerhouse of healing. It increases vitality and it really does a great job of healing a lot of different things. And it increases oxygen supply in the blood. I mean, it makes the hemoglobin like pick up more oxygen so you have more get up and go. And if you have kidney disease or any other, disease going on, it would be really important to be taking oxacosanol. Uh, Octacosanol. Yeah, you can read the label. One time you couldn't hardly find this, and now it's kind of taken off and become more popular. It's made uh, from plants. It's made from broccoli and spinach and that type of thing. And a lot of it they also make from wheat, but I recommend you stay away from any kind of thing with wheat. Wheat is not good for us. I've talked about that many times before. And so this will give you a lot more athletic performance. And studies have shown that it'll give you up to 40% more athletic performance by taking this uh, compared to a placebo. So pretty amazing stuff. And during the Mexico Summer Olympics, you remember back then? It's pretty high up in Mexico City there, so a lot of the athletes had a hugely hard time dealing with the altitude. So they were taking a lot of oxycontin, and it really did a great job. And they were able to do their, maximum performance in what their field was. And also, it also speeds up metabolism and it can help with weight loss too. So if you have those extra pounds, if you want to get your metabolism going, the octacosanol can really do a great job. And it also helps with cerebral palsy and MS and Parkinson's. And there's a lot of studies showing that uh, they can actually improve the symptoms and maybe even help drastically with it. Uh, we really only have a couple people who have done a lot of research with it, and so this really needs to be researched further. But I think it's an amazing thing for that, and people should be taking it if they have one of these diseases. Studies in Japan show that they put rats on this supplement, and in no time they decreased their cholesterol. And that means it lowered their LDL cholesterol and made their HDL or good cholesterol go up. And their cholesterol in general fell like a rock. So, pretty amazing. It also strengthens the heart and reduces the LDL cholesterol and improves heart function and reduces hypertension or high blood pressure. And like I said, it can help you with weight loss and help you with your strokes and heart disease. There's even studies showing that they've taken rats and other animals and they've those that had strokes and heart attacks and they gave them octacosanol and they started healing faster from the stroke and from the heart attack. So, wow, pretty amazing. Also, slows the progression of tumors and may even prevent heart attacks too. So that's another thing. It helps to prevent the platelets from aggregating and that type of thing. There was a study done by Dr. Keller in Germany, and he put them on people on a regimen of 28 days of taking oxycontin, and it was amazing that their blood cholesterol went down really low. So another thing to think about. Parkinson's, there was a regimen of study of rats, and they put rats on that had Parkinson's on a regimen of 14 days of Octacosanol, and they actually found that their symptoms started to decrease. And so we need to have a little more clinical trials on this, but supplements, there's not the money, there's not the research put into it. There was another study in the European Journal of Pharmacology showing that it actually could stop the growth of tumors. Also, there's a lot of study with it with athletic performance, because they don't want to be doping or anything with athletes, so a food product can work. Also, it treats osteoporosis. Now, if you don't want to have to take these osteoporosis medications, this product actually takes and pulls the calcium out of your blood and puts it into the bone. Now, a lot of us have free calcium because we're eating spinach, we're eating, the cabbage and these different things, but a lot of it doesn't go into the bones, it gets absorbed. So we found with the Octacosanol that it actually brought it to where it needed to be used. So, and Octacosanol on the average is from 10 to 20 milligrams daily, but people have been using it in much higher doses and found amazing results. There's actually a study done by Carlton Fredericks. He was a researcher, and he was looking at all kinds of things, from brain health to muscular dystrophy to cerebral palsy, stroke health, inflammation of the muscles, and nerve and muscle disorders. And he started giving people, especially with cerebral palsy and MS, massive doses of Octacosanol. And we saw changes. In fact, with MS, he started to see remyelinization. Let me say that one again. Of the actual nerves themselves. When MS, the myelin, which is kind of like an electric wire, you have a nerve with a wire with a insulating on the top, and then around it, you pull off the plastic, it has no insulation. Well, the same thing happens in it. When you have MS, it's like pulling off the plastic, but that myelinization, is important. So it helped to regrow that myelinization. Very interesting study. And Octacosanol also helps with asthma, and it helps people to breathe better. It also helps with preventing herpes infections and outbreaks. And also helps with skin disorders. A lot of people have skin disorders, and you have psoriasis and eczema and different things. You might want to try some Octacosanol. And like I said, it has no side effects. So, wow, what more could you ask for? It also helps with all kinds of other diseases and helping to prevent long-term problems with heart attacks. Helps with the healing of gastric ulcers, which is a really great thing. There's not too much else that does that. Also, and the stroke, like I said, helps to prevent diseases in general. And repairs tissues. If you have tissue damage and you want to take some, it burned or something, wound damage, might want to take some of this. It helps to boost up energy, and just like the athletes, if you feel like malaise and you feel like a fatigue, you might want to take some Octacosanol. It regulates the nervous system and helps to get it going and to bring it up or bring it down depending on where you're at. Also, it helps to prevent birth defects. So if you have birth defects in your family, or you are in a place where it's very toxic and you might have problems, take some Octacosanol. Also fights the fat accumulation. So instead of just losing weight, you also stop gaining the fat. You actually take the glycogen and take all the glucose, and you start using it in your metabolism, which is really great. Promotes a good sugar level also. and improves overall health in general. I can't really say enough about Octacosanol. I think really it has been kind of maligned, and nobody's really talked about it much. I guess most people couldn't pronounce it. Having a hard time. Me too. And at one time, it was very difficult to find. But nowadays, I found it on Amazon, found it on eBay, and a lot of different companies have it out there. And it's much more than just vitamin E or wheat germ. It goes way beyond that. And to get this much octacosanol out of fruits and vegetables, you'd have to eat a ton. So this is the concentrated form of some of those goodies that are in those fruits and veggies, especially the green veggies. And so you're getting a huge, massive dose. And I think it would be really good for kidney people and also liver people with liver damage and liver disease. And I highly recommend it for if you have any kind of disease going on, especially nervous disorders. And if you have muscular dystrophy or MS or cerebral palsy or any of those type of things. And it doesn't have any side effects, so you could take a bunch of it. And also remember, eating right is really important. I was just asked by a lady today on Facebook, what about, my eyes? Can I make them better? And I haven't been eating right most of my life. Well, eventually we will get to the point where we can regenerate eye tissue. At this point, I don't know anything that will help except for taking lots of fruits and vegetables, and we prevent the macular degeneration. And we'll find out one day how to reattach those retina. And sometimes we have detached retina, and that comes along with macular degeneration and that type of thing. And we're working on that. I think that's coming in the future. And also stem cells will help to make a difference in that range also. But eating a great diet. And if you go to www.paulhaider.com, that's PAULHAIDER.com, and click on the right-hand corner, My Diet. My Diet's all there. Scroll down, it's quite long, and it has a lot of research there that goes with it. And it will make you extremely healthy. And you know what? My regular workout regimen is 100 pull-ups, 100 push-ups, 100 crunches, and work out with weights. Walk 6.5 miles a day. I actually gone from 5 miles a day to 6.5 now. And so you can do this too. And I'm next month I'll be 64. And I don't have an ache or a pain, or I don't take a single pill or anything really. I am extremely healthy, and you can be extremely healthy also. And it's time to make a huge change in your life. We have the answer to preventing heart disease. We have the answer to preventing arthritis. We have the answer to preventing and helping with diabetes. We have the answer for cancer. We really do. We can prevent cancer completely. We can make a person bulletproof to heart disease. In the United States right now, we have the total of 2,000 people, just a little over 2,000 people that die every day of a heart attack. And we can prevent that completely. And it's all about my Dr. Haider's diet. And a lot of other people have this type of diet also, but I don't care which one you use. Go on a whole foods, plant-based diet. And mine goes a little bit step further. I talk about the toxins in our food, and I talk about eating organic, and I talk about the supplements that a person needs to take, and taking the vitamins and minerals. You know that studies in Scientific American are showing that there are decrease of vitamins in our food over the last 30, 40 years. So we do need to supplement. I know I take vitamins on a regular basis because I know I feel better with them. You'll find a lot of people say that's a waste of money, but I don't agree with that. And you'll find a lot of people who do feel better when they take vitamins. And our trace minerals in our food are totally just about gone because we're putting in nitrogen into our soil. We're not amending our soil with long periods of lots of grasses and weeds and different things growing, and then plowing those under again and having that lay fallow for long periods of time. So we're not getting the vitamins and minerals back into our soil, and we're not using the standard fertilizer, which is manure, to re-nitrogen our soil. So we're using these chemicals which kill off the bacteria in our soil, and a lot of these bacteria are good for us, like the ones that create vitamin B12. Vitamin B12 is not found in meat. It's actually found in the bacteria that grows on meat and grows in the soil on a carrot. And it's really important that we go back to doing what Mother Nature knows how to do best, how to keep us well, and so we can be healthy, happy, and enjoy life. I think together with a whole foods, plant-based diet, meditation, and having some downtime, and learning to take care of our bodies by listening to our bodies in general, well, things will change in a huge way. And it's coming. I see it coming. I see the new crop of people learning about this, and we will make a difference. So if you ever want to get a hold of me, feel free to click down below to show more, and all my contact information is there, and all my consults are free. And also feel free to Skype me if you want to get a hold of me that way. Send me an invite. Also, if you would love to subscribe, I really appreciate that. And also, if you care to make a donation, I really appreciate that also. It takes a lot of time. I spend more than half of my day writing articles. I have 5,000 articles now and doing videos, so I really appreciate that. And we live on a pension. So anyway, have a great day, and remember, I love you.